Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Kids can sometimes be pretty sneaky. When mine were growing up, we didn't often have cookies in the house, but the occasional exception was Oreos. The plastic Oreo container is pretty noisy, so one cannot sneak them easily. Besides that, our snack drawer has a distinctive sound. But if they got past that, there was one foolproof way to know if somebody had been into the Oreos. Crumbs. That's all the evidence I need. And inevitably, my kids would leave crumbs. Yet I'd keep that as my little secret. I like to keep them guessing. Does Mama have a camera set up in there? Can she read my mind? Did she count the cookies? How did she know I took some? When Jesus came to earth, His was not a clandestine mission. He didn't try to hide the fact that He was God in the flesh, God with us. And when He rose from the dead, He left a huge trail of cookie crumbs as evidence. What evidence do we have of Jesus' resurrection? We have eyewitness accounts of people who actually saw Him, touched Him, ate with Him. They saw the grave clothes that lay as if He just passed through them, the 75 pounds of spices weighing down the fabric so that they drooped, empty. They saw the angels announcing that He was no longer in the tomb, but risen, just like He said. Then they saw Him, not just once, but many times in 40 days. But for some, eyewitness evidence isn't enough. That's not proof for them. So what is? Well, one thing I see that other skeptics like Thomas, who adamantly didn't believe, were gently showed the proof that they needed. And for another thing, a group of poorly educated, fearful fishermen who had locked themselves in an upper room for fear of their lives suddenly had boldness at Pentecost to tell those who had crucified Jesus that they had killed their Messiah, but He died for them, loved them, and wanted to give them salvation. These same cowardly men, along with others like skeptic-turned-disciple Paul, turned the world upside down and gave their lives for the belief that Jesus rose again. People don't die for deception. Also, what Gamaliel said in Acts 5 was very true. He said, if this is of God, we can't stop it. And they couldn't, no matter how hard they tried. Is this evidence enough for you? What else could God have done to convince you that He sent His Son to die for you?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.